Dear friends, today I am sharing with you a simple but a successful and effective strategy with help of Bollinger Bands and MACD. Actually, we have to see two things. One is squeezed of the Bollinger Bands and other is MACD, where MACD line cross the red line. If these conditions is fully fit, then we can take entry. So this is a very simple strategy, but you have to follow the two conditions. One is Bollinger Bands squeezed. Here you see the Bollinger Bands is fully squeezed. Squeezed means very narrow. Here is very big gap. Upper band and lower band is very gap. But here the upper band lower band's gap is very low. You also follow it. This is upper band, this is lower bands. When these conditions create, at that time you have to notice the MACD. Here you see the MACD line cross the signal line, means red line, and see the Nifty is fully declining. Very good strategy and effective strategy. Here you see these positions and these positions. Here the another squeezed happens. Upper bands and lower bands is very near to each other, and the MACD line means blue line cross the signal line red line, and the Nifty rises very nicely. So this is a very good strategy, and you apply particularly this strategy for higher time frame, then you can get good result. Next I take another stock. Suppose I take Lupin. Here you see the positions. Here this is the squeezed. Higher upper Bollinger Bands and lower Bollinger is very near to each other. This squeezed, very narrow. And here the MACD line cross the signal line, means blue line cross the red lines. The Nifty is declining. So this is a very good signal and very much effective. Besides it, you also see, suppose another trend. Here you say here the no trading situation is created. This is a very no squeezed here, but here is the squeezed. Here is the squeezed. This squeezed you also follow it. Here is the squeezed, and the MACD blue line cross the red line. The Nifty is declining. Lupin is declining. Next stock I can take the LIC Housing Finance. This is daily chart. Here you see this is the squeezed here. I never take the entry this point. I take entry this point because here the squeeze created and the MACD blue line cross the signal line, means the red line, and the stock is rises. If you take entry from this point, this is the 252, then I can achieve the 315 to 330, very good profit. Here you see, here is not good squeeze. This squeeze is very good. We have to follow the very narrow squeeze. This is squeezed. The upper line and lower line is very near to each other. can take dredging corporations. Here you also see the very good squeezed, but here he never take any positions because here the blue line cross the red line but not clearly seen. You have to see the very good cross. Here the cross is very good, but here is also the narrow space also been happened. You also see very clearly. Here the upper line and lower line is very clear to each other, and here the blue line cross the red line. So the movement of the dredging corporation. If you can position from this position 244, then you can get the 331. This movement, very beautiful movement. So this is why this strategy is very fruitful. Besides this, here you also see here is a good squeezed happens here. Here the upper line and lower band is very near to each other, and besides it the MACD line cross the signal line, the declining of the dredging corporations. So this is why this strategy is sharing with you at the end of the year, and it's very fruitful strategy. You also apply this particularly for higher time frame, then you can get the good result. If you take the weekly chart, then you can get the very good result from this point of view. Here you also see this is the weekly chart. Here just here the space, the upper band and lower band space is very narrow, and the MACD line cross the red line. This is signal line, and this is the very good rising. And this is why this strategy is very fruitful for long term and also swing trading and mid term. So you also, before investing any money in stock market, you are requested to consult your financial advisor, and also you will backtest at your home, and when confidence comes, then you will enter the trading. So my friends, please subscribe my channel, and you'll get the new strategy from this channel. Thank you friends.